Hello and welcome to episode 84, the Blotto Pirates One Piece D&D campaign. We are still in Elat, still going through the motions of that whole place, so let's go to the recap to see where we're at.
Last time on the Blotto Pirates, Onya helped Kent fish up some dinner, hearing strange voices in her head. The cowboy offered some words of comfort, making her feel marginally better. The rest of the crew found a hole in the bark of the treasure tree and entered inside, intent on reaching the inner lair to find some sturdy atom wood and determine if there was a way to save the tree. They navigated a treacherous and toxic environment, taking note of the damage that had already been done to the tree, and they decided to do some pest control. Fighting endless waves of giant termites, Borne withstood an onslaught of attacks while Joko and Bang sniped bugs from afar. Yiga and Murdoch deftly avoided bite after bite, competing with one another to see who would crush the most heads. Viridian offered stalwart support with his drugs. The crew eventually wisened up and started killing the termites before they could call for backup, eventually whittling down their forces until a few remained. Onya heard a strange message from a tone dial in the possession of the chief of Or's village. The crew pushes onward. I think it's session 85. I forgot to change that. But we got Onya on the character selection screen today. It's a shame that Lucas isn't here, but it is what it is. I hope everybody's looking forward to seeing the next character on the screen. I know I am. But yeah, last time you guys went up the treasure tree, climbing the bark, and then eventually finding a point where you entered. You are now making your way through the outer bark, and you have found yourselves being attacked by a bunch of termites. So, we ended the last session with you guys at least in the middle of a combat, so we will pick back up in the middle of a combat. There's about 20 termites left, concentrated in various points. They're all wriggling around in darkness, on the inner branches of the tree, I guess, trying to cut you guys up into little pieces. You guys discovered that these things have specific abilities to call for their allies. Let me grab their thing. Yeah, I think you guys discovered that they have resistance to poison damage and a tremor sense of 300 feet. And then you also discover the properties of their hive mind, which I will drop in the chat just for reference once again. So yeah, without further ado, I guess we will start the combat with none other than Joko Belnades. You are concentrating on darkness, I believe, and you've just noticed the presence of a certain winged individual who has run into the darkness. He seems to have an affinity for it though, as he is not as impacted as you would think. There is a termite in front of you, and there's a bunch of termites all around. Yeah. Can you see in this darkness?
Sorry, I was muted. I didn't realize. Yeah, Joko can see in this darkness. He's got a mod that lets him see perfectly in even magical darkness.
I bet.
Sick. So he'll see Borne and be like, "And what are you doing here? Can you see in here? Get out of my bubble. This is my personal space." And then he'll just take out his chain and then smack this little bug in front of him with it. I think I wrote up the correct. Yes, I wrote up a little mod for it, so now I don't have to roll it separately. So I can just smack him with one of these.
That is unfortunately going to miss.
I don't think that hits. I figured out their AC last time, but it was in my old notes, so here we are.
I forgot, I'm not supposed to say miss. Go ahead.
Miss. Okay. Yeah, I'll just take a slash at him with my sword then.
Alright. You swing with the with your special weapon, but it will just kind of bounce off this thing's scales. You seem to have struck the wrong spot. But not dissuaded, you swing your short sword instead, and this time you connect, sinking into rough flesh underneath the armored exoskeleton of this thing.
All right, I'm gonna stab this thing through the jaw. There we go.
All right.
And yeah, did that finish that thing off?
It is still wriggling around in the darkness.
Tough. All right. Where is Viridian? I literally can't see him on the map. Oh, he's right there. Oh, okay. Sick. Then yeah, I'm good. There's nothing I can do for him right now. That's
all right. I'm shying away from using the word miss because I was told that it has a negative psychological impact on the players. So I'm going to be a little bit more descriptive with the imagery in battle, and I encourage all you guys to feed into it as well. We'll see what happens. Bang boom! You have your turret at your side. A strange sense of victory is filling up inside of you, and you are surrounded by termites.
Yeah. So my cannon's gonna take a slight step over, just to make sure the angle is right. But then this little group of 5 up here should be within the 15-foot cone. Let's see. Just to make sure. Yeah. Should be able to get everybody in there. And last session I switched to my elemental culverin. Now it's doing acid damage, so we'll fire that.
Alright, DC 15 dex save. This is acid damage, right? Alright.
Right.
So it's 5 of them things. Okay. Oh fuck! I just realized I didn't put it in the chat. Alright, 5 dex saves. Okay. So there will be varying degrees of success and failure as this turret just lets out a spew of acidic liquid. Some of these termites will get entirely vaporized, and other ones will be a little bit more resistant.
Okay, it goes half damage for the ones that succeed. Then
I'm gonna say these two in the front are the ones that succeeded.
Okay, those two actually. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. So it's half, and then the one that crit failed will take max damage, so 24.
Okay. Are the other ones? Are they done for? Or
nah, they're all still writhing around.
Okay, so the other. Let's see.
Oh, actually, this one is gone. This one is gone.
Then I'm going to use acid splash on the 2 that resisted.
All right.
I think that's a dex save. So I'm going to.
DC 15 dex save. Boom. Alright, even more damage on these guys. These are fresh ones though, so they have their full health pool. So they will still be standing. Alright. Anything else? Movement, bonus action, anything like that? Or you probably used all that shit?
No, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, we will pivot over to a cloud of darkness where a termite is trying its best to keep its composure. I believe it has to make a wisdom save because of the effects of the lantern.
Fuck, I was muted. Yep.
Yeah, you got the DC. This thing, right?
I think it's 15. Let me check.
DC 15 intelligence save. These things are always gonna feel this shit. Okay. So it will be spending all its movement just spinning around in a circle. I will be unable to do anything this turn. And we'll go right over to you, Murdoch.
Yeah. So it is DC 15. Yep. Okay. What am I gonna do? So these things have to be paralyzed, blinded, or what? So we don't. Not grounded. Antennas ripped off. Okay. Fuck. Guess I'm gonna go here. Yay, I can catch all three. I'm gonna do a classic. Two sword style. Lines get teeth. And smack these motherfuckers. Do I get an advantage since they're blinded, or?
It's a save.
It's just a save. Yeah. So no sneak attack. I will put some hockey in this.
Hell yeah.
And I'll use my bonus action to make it ice imbued as well.
Alright. Okay. 30 foot, 5 foot. Okay, so I'll say you can hit these 4.
No, I'm aiming like this. These 3
Oh, okay, gotcha.
in the black. Yeah.
The deck saves. If you're blinded, does it impose disadvantage? Can't see an automatic building ability check. Okay, let's see. Boom. Alright, we'll say the closest one will succeed. It is still going to take enough to get taken out, though. It is blinded. This one is also going to get taken out. And, this one's also going to get taken out. I didn't realize they had a lot of damage on that. But yeah, you will sense that there is nothing living within your sphere of darkness. I think you still have your bonus action.
Yeah, with my bonus action, I will go hybrid, because I need a bit of HP.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Captain, I'm at 7.
This is bullshit.
Okay. Alright, sounds good. Okay, let's keep it pushing. This one that is right next to you, Bang De Boom, it is going to slither its way over to you. I think at this point, yeah, it's like barely hanging off the edge of something, and it is going to take a bite at you. Oh, whoops. Wrong one.
Oh, God, that crit fail was the wrong one.
It was.
Just a simple slip.
Yo, unfortunate. Okay, I don't know if the 18 hits, but I'm assuming the 23 hits. Unless you want to use something. Your reaction is up. You are about to get hit by another one. Honestly, a couple of them.
Yeah, I'll use my reaction. So none of those hits.
Alright, shield spell, I'm assuming.
Yes.
We'll keep pushing then. This one is going to turn around and bite at you a couple times. We'll see if it can connect with your shield up. That 25 might hit.
Yeah, 25 hit.
Alright, I'm going to need a con save for the poison. Where is this guy? This guy all the way over here is gonna slither his way over to you and make some attacks. I think those all miss. You were just I keep saying miss. You were just tanking all these attacks. Alright, that's good to know. That's good to know. This one is gonna be coming after you as well. But once again, you are just face tanking everything. This is actually kind of impressive. Viridian, you are struggling to keep your footing as you are being swarmed by these ants. One of them is gonna, or not ants, sorry, termites. One of them is gonna take a bite at you a couple times. Let me know if any of those hit.
Which one he does?
Alright, you'll take the damage, and then I'm gonna need a con save for the poison. One of these, again, bang de boom, they're gonna be coming at you.
I succeeded.
Good to know, good to know. You're gonna get bitten a couple more times. Ooh, look at that.
That is insane.
Alright, man. 2 con saves. Good luck. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That might hurt your feelings as well. Viridian, these things are going to be biting you again as we go over to a set that is right at your feet.
That hits.
I'm rolling today. 2 con saves as we go to Yiga.
One. Oh wait, that's. Hey, roll the next one at advantage. 2. Alright, I succeed both.
I'll do like
Damn, this poison is crazy, nigga.
I'll just keep doing what I was doing. Actually, no wait. D6.
You could push them into the darkness.
You are currently under the effects of haste, so you will have an extra
You can
attack.
also rip off antennas. I think last session you had ripped off the antennas, like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, he took 2 of them. But yeah, you have haste.
Yeah, the ones with the red dots have when they die, they won't trigger the bullshit. The other
So if
one.
any poison?
I'm sorry.
I'm reading this. I'm saying if I take succeeded, I don't take any poison, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, then I was worried there for a second.
D8. Slippery drunk.
Also, let me put this in chat so you can have an idea what you could do with haste.
Was there sirens in my background or no?
No.
Oh yeah, I get the AC. Damn.
Advantage on deck saves as well.
Holy shit. Alright, hold it. Oh, but yeah, I'll do a. Bro, I'm kind of overwhelmed right now.
Just make 5 attacks.
Oh, that's a thing. I got this, what's it called? Tipsy Bound. Where's... So I can make a single attack for each creature in 5 feet of me. And
I'll say from where you're at, if you attack from like right where you're standing, you'll get 6. If you go where Viridian is, it would be 7.
You probably take opportunity though.
Not because I rolled up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shit. I'll do that, yeah. You'll see Yiga take a sip. And it'll start tripping and stumbling. Do I have to or could I just get right? I'm just gonna let it right. And then yeah.
Alright, from where you're at right now, you'll hit everything but these 2 and this one. So 5.
You said I gotta get where Viridian is.
Yeah, like occupy the same square. You can occupy the same square, but you can't end your turn in that spot.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, okay, move still. Okay.
Alright, with this you would hit everything except this one over here.
Bet. So that'll be 7 rising kicks.
Alright.
I'm imagining like a breakdancing spin on the top of Viridian's head.
It's,
Bro, what the fuck? What? Oh, yeah. I don't think there's an advantage.
the non-advantage?
No, the +3 out there.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Alright, everything but the 13 and the 12 will hit. And then I'm gonna need, if you're doing rising kicks, I think we said DC 18 athletics checks to see if you can kick these guys into the air.
Got me. Oh my god. Alright.
Yeah, make sure you take off advantage on the +3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only for attack, it's not for skill.
Or are you attacking, or are you gonna do the grapples to rip off the antennas?
I guess I'll do the grapple. Might as well. But also,
Okay,
I do have advantage on athletics because of combat.
Okay, well, then there's no point in making these attacks. I'll need DC 18 athletics checks from you. 7 of them. Or 6 of them, technically, since one of these already has your antennas ripped off. This is going to replace your attacks.
Alright, I'll do 3 athletics and 3 attacks. So, alright, here we go. Fuck.
Okay, so DC 18 on the athletics. I'll take the first 4 attacks and then the athletics. So 23, 13. Alright, yeah, so one of the attacks will miss, and then 2 of the athletics will not work. Let me know which one you want to try and rip the things off of.
The extra damage not there. I wanna do the one directly to the right of me.
Alright, bet. Okay, and then a bunch of damage. I'm assuming you're just gonna. I don't think any of these guys have any damage on them actually, so it doesn't really matter who you're hitting. Okay, some damage will be spread out. 3 hits. I'll put them on the top guys.
But yeah, and then I'd move back. With my extra action, I will take the dodge action.
Alright. Borne, go to you.
As my interaction, I'm gonna turn to Joko and say,
Hey, this may be personal space, but it's safe space, no?
mockingly, and he is going to attack the termite that's in the darkness.
Hell yeah. I think we're all wondering what accent that is. That'll hit.
That's a punch. This one's hack.
Alright. Is the extra shit on you?
Yes.
That'll be enough to cave this thing's head in with a single blow.
And go to the edge of the darkness. And then we grab the one on the edge.
Alright. Like grab, or just rip off its antennas?
And grab and bring it into the circle.
Alright. DC 19 athletics. Alright. You will have this thing yoked up. And you want to drag it in, so you just move your token. I'll have him move. Oh yeah.
Putting it right where the other one was.
Hell yeah. You'll notice that this one is actually pretty damaged already.
I'm gonna punch it and just, if it still stays alive, I'm gonna look at Joko and be like,
Do you want to finish this?
That'll hit. Alright, you will be able to cave this thing's head in as well. Again, not provoking any of the hive mind shit. Anything else? You good?
Hold on. Because I'm gonna check how much movement that was. Yeah, I'm going to use Drunkard.
Hold up, wasn't the unarmed strike, wasn't that your bonus action?
No, that's my extra attack.
The extra attack would have been the grapple. It would have replaced one of your attacks.
Oh, true.
Alright. Let me know if you're doing anything else. Otherwise, we'll keep it pushing. This is another one of the ones surrounding Bang D Boom. He does have the effects of shield, so we'll see if any of these hit. Holy fuck. Sorry.
Are these just the Michael Jordans of termites around me?
2 con saves for the poison. I'm assuming that 25 hits. One of these guys is on you, Yiga. He's gonna make some attacks at disadvantage. Alright, let me know how you want to flavor that crit fail. I'm assuming that 18 hits. Yeah, no.
No, the 18 misses. I will flavor that crit as I was trying to before. It will, I'll be like off my balance. And it'll lunge, and I'll catch his pincers with my 2 fingers.
Oh, tough.
And then I want to grab his antenna. Let me grab the antenna.
I'll let you make a grapple as a reaction.
Yeah, that's fine.
DC 18. Alright. You'll be able to rip this thing's antenna off as it leaves a moment of weakness as it strikes you. There's another one right on top of you. It's gonna be making some attacks.
Oh, fuck.
Go ahead, give me that con save as we go to Viridian.
I got a question. Oh wait, can I do a martial check to see if my character's electro could work? To I don't know, disturb their tremor sense in any way.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Yeah, you can make a martial check. I'll give you advantage. Say DC 14 insight or medicine.
Alright, I'll just do a medicine then.
Alright. Electro will be enough to mess up these guys' internal systems. But you'll realize that you'll have to be able to finish it off.
Using electro? Okay. My character's gonna look at what's his name? Bang D Boom. I think he's pretty damaged, so my character will use bonus action to use Healing Word. And I have rapid, right? Does rapid memory like let me use a free use of like using a higher spell slot?
I'm not sure. Can you drop it?
Yeah, because I don't really understand it.
Yeah, it's basically a free discount.
Alright. Yeah, then I'll be using it. I'll upcast it to level 2 then.
Yeah, so you would say upcast, but then when you actually use it, you would take down the level 1 spell slot.
Bet.
Alright. 15 healing coming your way. That is your bonus action.
Alright. Yeah, and what's the weakest looking one in front of me right now?
They all look relatively unharmed. The weakest one is probably this guy to the back.
fine. I don't think I can get there. All right.
He's within 5 feet if you want to attack.
All right. I will. And I'll use my natural weapons. Here it is. 1. Oh shoot. And then 2. I'll use the electro on the first one. So 6.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Alright, so just double checking, you want to use the electro on the one that this one has. Oh, actually, no, this one isn't damaged at all. Okay. So yeah, this will count as disrupting this guy's shit, and then it'll take the damage as well. Okay, anything else?
Oh shoot. Nah, never mind.
Alright, we're going right back to Bang D Boom. You're about to get attacked once more as this thing will come around the back and try and bite you in the ass.
Okay.
I was on a disadvantage, but I'm not gonna miss. 2 miss. Where's this guy at? Okay, Viridian, you got 1 coming your way. 3 attacks. They're just chomping at you as you're moving, trying their best to take you out. Angels hit. Also 23. Ready? Hello?
What did it roll? Just a 23?
Yeah, and a 19.
The 23 and the 19 hit, I think.
Okay. Right next to it, Murdoch. One of these is gonna be biting at you. I don't think. Yeah. 1, 2, 2.
Just 1 hits.
2, right? Because it's 2 25s. I'm gonna need 2 con saves. That's 2 attacks, man.
I see 25 and 8. I'm sorry.
No, there's a 25 above the 25.
He's hitting 3 times?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not legit. I need to see the numbers on that.
What number? I need this in writing too.
2 con saves, yeah. And you got 3 more coming your way right after.
Since when were these bugs level 11 fighters?
Well, I'm good.
Nice. Not so nice.
Can I do something about that? I need 18, right?
13.
13? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a strong will on that.
Alright.
Strong will is D what?
D4.
Here we go.
Nice. Alright, 3 more attacks coming your way.
2 of them hit.
Alright, 2 more con saves.
God damn it.
I just be happy they didn't crit me.
Alright, Viridian, you got 3 more coming your way. Damn, man.
I'm good.
Hell
I'm tired
yeah.
of these motherfucking termites on this motherfucking tree.
Okay,
Okay,
Alright.
what's the how damage here?
You're taking the piercing, and if you succeed on the saves, you don't take the poison.
So 8, 7, and first ones. Where are they?
9 and 7.
9 and 7. So I'll cut the 9 in half and take 12, 19.
Don't forget you got that temp
26.
from hybrid,
26.
and you will
That hurt.
quite a lot.
I'm at 37 HP, guy.
I got
Don't
you.
forget the temp that you got.
Welcome to the club, big homie.
I'm at 37 with the temp.
Okay, Viridian, 2 24s going your way.
No, that hits.
2 con saves and 2 concentration saves. As we go to Joko.
4.
He'll look back at the sky, like, you know, you should not try to ape a real genius like me. You sound like a pet bird imitating his owner's friends, but perhaps that is all you are. and then he'll just like teleport over here. And then screw it. I want to get on to the next combat, so we're gonna speed this up a little bit. Shoot. I will drop a. So I'm gonna be dropping a spell as my action.
Alright.
Looks like I can get all of these. So I'm gonna be dropping one of these, but I'm gonna modify it in 2 different ways with my customized creativity. So first I'm gonna turn it into an acid. I'm gonna launch a fireball, but I'm gonna turn it into an acid ball, and then I'm going to sculpt spells it, which means it won't hit any of my allies. It'll just like warp around them.
Hell yeah.
No, yeah, this man just I could do that. But you just did.
Okay. So yeah, it's going to be centered on Viridian. Should get all of these. As a just giant, like a big ass portal opens up above all of you. I'm just like, face the bug, and like fucking giant splash, just like putrid ass acid pours out over these people.
Alright, I think that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, 7, DC 16 next stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Let me see. Alright, that's enough to take out one of these, one of these, one of these. And that guy's up. These guys are up. These guys are up. These guys are up. Alright, we'll say one of these will crit fail though. We'll say that one. Okay, bet. So yeah, you will shower down a spray of acid on all these things, and they'll look incredibly weakened. Some of them will just get dissolved entirely, but there is still a lot of them on the battlefield.
And I believe that necrotic damage still applies. I'll check the spell real quick.
Bet.
Yeah, it does.
Alright.
Right, and then shoot that. I'll just call over to Viridian. Are you doing all right?
It's been quite fine, Skippy.
All right, that's my turn.
Alright, bang dee boom. You're about to get completely overrun by these termites. What would you like to do?
Can I do a martial check to see if my thunder damage would have any effect on them bringing more of them in?
You would know from the high mind shit, it will not.
Okay. Well, I figure at this point it isn't even really matter that much because there's something if some more show up. It's okay. It's a problem for later. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Nice.
Which is a 15-foot cube centered on myself, so that should be literally all of them.
Hell yeah.
With the damage out. 1 second. I don't think the damage got included correctly. It should be D10, not D8. Yeah, D10.
Alright, con save and they get pushed back, right?
Yeah.
I bet. DC 15. Yeah. Really? Ooh, look at that. Okay. How the fuck that deserves. Man. Okay, so the ones that fail, we'll say. I guess we'll just go top to bottom. These guys will take damage and get moved back. Here and here. And these will also get thrown back. And these guys will take the damage. And these guys will also take damage. This thing is going to be, I think, deafened. No. Yeah, this one will completely succeed. It will be unaffected entirely, as it just stands staring you down. Unfortunately, none of these guys are reduced to 0 health, but this one right here is very close. Oh, and this one.
So I will use the bonus action. Let me see. Okay, I should still be able to get like this group of 4.
Yep.
With my cone. It's like the 2 low and the 2 high. And I'm going
Sounds good. Alright, deck saves. Alright, hell yeah. I will say with the crit fail, and then boom. Alright, so this is gonna get destroyed, this is gonna get destroyed, these are gonna get destroyed, and then this one will still be standing, but it will have the acid effect. So once again, no hive mind triggers. And you've thinned out the crowd considerably. Good shit. You can move anywhere you want, otherwise we're going to Murdoch.
Okay. Am I considered in range of this one?
Yeah.
Let me think. This sucks. I'm gonna... Yeah, bonus action disengage. I'll come grab my lamp.
Alright.
And move that big blob.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna keep Intel out here. And I'm gonna attack this one, but aim for the antennas.
Alright.
I can do that, right?
All these 4 are low health. You would realize after the acid ball.
That's
They're
okay.
pretty much all one hit.
That's okay. I don't want to kill them. I want to remove their antennas.
Okay, you want to aim for the antenna? Alright, I will say that's going to count as a called shot.
Okay.
So it's going to be made at disadvantage, and they will get an AC boost. It won't be that high, though.
Okay. I can deal with that. It's going to be the called shot on that way.
I mean, technically it would be head, but I'll say it's not I think it's like +9 for head or something.
Yeah.
But we will say it's a +9. I'll say it's just like a +3.
Okay. I'll aim for that one. Let's go. I do not have hotkey or whatever. I'm just doing with a normal attack by katana.
No, it is at disadvantage because of the called shot. We need to roll it again. Ooh, nice. All right. We'll take the 26, but that will easily be enough to lop this thing's antennas off and kill it in the same instant. Again, not triggering any hive mind.
And
Good
I'll
shit.
use my offhand attack and the other one right there. And same thing,
Alright.
I'm aiming for the antenna.
No, you did a bonus action disengage.
Offhand attack is is a free action when I do an attack before. But 15 doesn't
Alright.
hit, I think.
No, 15 hits. Same thing?
Yeah, I want to lop off.
No,
you.
called shot is only once per turn.
Oh, never mind. Not doing anything.
Alright.
I'm at 8, Captain.
This thing is slithering over to you, bang dee boom. It is relentless. It is going to make 2 attacks. I guess we'll be right here. I'm assuming those miss, but this one is also going to be right on you. It'll again make 3 attacks this time. Once again, more misses. Oh fuck! I'm hurting the termites' feelings. This one is going to slither over to you, and these guys are all just like crowding over you. Ooh. Let me know if you want to do anything with those.
I'm gonna use a shield, which will block one of those. Let me see. It doesn't matter. Crits are do crits just hit no matter what?
Yep.
No.
DC 13 for the poison, and we will keep it pushing. Okay. This one is right on top of Viridian and Yiga. Oh, nice. Alright, you guys going at you. I think you still have the effects of dodge, so this will be a disadvantage. How you want to play with that crit fail?
I want to catch her by the antenna.
This one's already missing.
Oh, good. I'll
All
grab
these have been hit with acid.
I'll grab it by its face. Whatever face it got.
Nice.
Oh, that's it.
Alright, very cute, very cute. Wildwood Viridian, do you still have what's it called? Concentration?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Then you go to you.
Do I see Bangy Boom?
Yeah.
Could I leap over there, or would that take an action?
What's the unarmored movement boost to jumping? It's like double, right?
Let me see. I don't know if it's anything like that. Oh, you get, yeah, you jumped up here. Jump distance is doubled for the turn when I take the dash or disengage action.
Yeah, if you dash, I'll say you can make it. That is gonna be part of your movement, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll cause my shit is doubled anyway.
Oh, don't forget the slippery dunk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you were concentrating on it too.
Drunken Rage, let's go. Yeah, I'll jump all the way towards Bang Dee Boom.
This is gonna provoke some opportunity attacks.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, actually, I got something for that. I'll spend a spirit point for it. Spirit.
This is built-in a brawler. I think it's just one.
The spirit of depth charm?
Yeah. Like it should be martial, like the key thing. Step of the wind, something like that. But I think it's only one.
Alright.
But this is gonna take up your. You're not gonna be able to take the dash bonus action, so you have to take it as an action.
Yeah, but I already have double movement.
Yeah, but it's the unarmed movement thing only works when you take the dash action. Or no, it works when you take the disengage action as well. Alright, yeah. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so you're spending a key point, and then you're jumping over as a bonus action, and then you're also benefiting from dodge.
And now, I wail into these foul beasts.
Hell yeah.
Here it is. Fuck.
Alright, how you want to flavor that crit fail?
I'll when I'm bringing down my foot, I accidentally put it right between their pincer, or yeah, whatever they're called, pincers.
Alright, who did you want to target with the crit? They're all pretty banged up, except for this one.
I'll go for the one closest to me.
The crit?
Yeah.
That will be enough to destroy this thing, and then you can roll it damage for the second one.
Oh shit! Hold up, wait. Alright.
Big. Okay. This one is heavily damaged, and then this one. I'm assuming this is the one you're going for with the crit fail.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. It is gonna have advantage on its next attack made against you. You move anywhere, Borne will go to you. Let me get some more battle music.
How difficult is the terrain over here because of Joko?
I'm sorry?
How difficult is the terrain over here because of Joko?
Because of the acid?
Yeah.
I'll just say it's regular. It's good. This is a drop.
No, I get that. I was trying to move my token because of the one on the left that has the red dot on it for no
They're
antenna.
all red dots.
Okay. First attack's gonna be at the one on the left.
Alright, you bring your fist down with a thunderous strike, destroying it.
Second attack at the one in the middle.
Again, your fist comes down, crushing this thing, narrowly avoiding Viridian.
You can enter that one, right? Antelope?
Viridian, we go to you. Unless you want to move anywhere.
No, I guess Viridian will strike at this thing with his natural weapons.
Hell yeah.
These are not at advantage, so he misses both times.
Okay, bonus action.
Well, his bonus action. Yeah, he'll just stand there and be like, "Damn it!"
Alright. This is the last termite. It hasn't taken a lick of damage. Nice. It's running straight at you. You got making 3 attacks. Or I guess it's crawling at you.
dodging.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, we'll say it's a 16, a 15, and then a 10.
Yeah, it was miss.
Hell yeah! Top of initiative reactions are refreshed. Joko, we go to you.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm just going to coat my weapon in some acid, summon a little bit more, and then swing at this thing with Bitter Blade. It's on my melee range, so I think I just need to move like right here. I can swing 10 feet in. All right. Bitter Blade does this, but
that will hit.
It doesn't just do this; it does a lot more.
Okay, well, this is kind of a weird spell because I have to like add a whole bunch of stuff to it. Immediately, what it does is just add a D8 to a regular weapon attack.
It's good. It has 3 health left, man. We'll just say you kill it.
Tight.
Thank you, Joe.
Sick.
That's very appreciated.
Are you all right, Viridian? I saw you piled up here. And then I'm gonna teleport. Wait, do any of these have acid on them?
These 3, the top one does. I think the bottom ones are untouched.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I can come over here and smack this thing with a regular weapon attack and see if I can kill it.
I'm fine.
Here we go. Where are you at? Damn, I miss. Crushing.
Swing over his head. Bang de boom. We've got some allies now.
Okay. Shoot. We're all so close now. I guess I'm gonna pick up my cannon and. Do I care about these opportunity attacks? I kind of do. So let's do this. I think I'm gonna use. Let me see what's close by. Oh, this one that's already been affected by the acid or whatever. I'm going to. I don't even know if I have any melee attacks for the freaking. Oh yeah, I guess I have my mace. So I'll hit that one with my mace. See if that hits. And this.
That will strike.
Yes, indeed.
That is actually just enough to take this thing out.
Sweet.
Crush it with your mace.
And I will have my cannon move back just a little bit. And it's going to blast these other 2. Get some acid damage, hopefully.
Alright, DC 15 dex save for 11. Left one first. Okay. This one will get melted, and this one is going to take a bunch of damage and be coated in acid. I think it is the only one left. Not a single hive mind trigger, to my knowledge. Good shit. You can move anywhere. Murdoch will go to you.
Okay. I'm gonna wait. The one in front of Yiga has no more.
Coated in acid.
So I can kill it without triggering.
Yep.
And I will smack that shit.
All right.
And I get sneak. Do-do-do. Not with this.
That will hit. Oh my god, this thing has a single hit point left.
That's hilarious.
And that's 9 as I slice its head off.
No, it's still alive. It's got 1 hit point left.
Oh, well, offhand attack.
Oh, okay.
And there we go. Ah.
Nice. All right. You guys have all defeated these things. If there's any end of combat triggers, let me know. But otherwise, I think that's it. The last of the termites will get decapitated. Borne, as you approach the wall, you will see that there's a lot more termites around here, and you can see a couple holes in the wall that you guys might be able to squeeze through rather than punching your way through. You can give me an investigation check to see if you can spot it. What is this? Okay. Yeah, you'll spot a hole that you guys can all squeeze through.
What?
I'm still looking around to see like how the ship can theoretically get in here.
You can give me an investigation as well, and then I believe you want to harvest these things.
You want me? Harvest what, the bugs?
Termites, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm going to grab a couple of them because I'm interested in their poison.
I'm going to say give me a survival check. A medicine and survival check to study these things. If anyone's interested in harvesting, they can. With a 14 in investigation, you will not spot anywhere that that's big enough for a ship to hold giants to fit through. You get the feeling you have to explore a little bit more. With a 6 in medicine, go ahead.
Oh, never mind. Go on with his medicine check first.
Do you want to do anything with the 6 before I say?
Anyone
want to help?
I'll use my inspiration, I guess.
I'll help him.
With the help, you don't need to use an inspiration. You can roll it again.
He failed.
Oh, am I behind or something? But yeah, if you want, you can use inspiration. With a 10, I will say, or honestly, it's not like it's crazy information to withhold. Here is the details on the termites.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that I just use I'm just gonna put a couple of them inside my dimension.
Oh hell yeah!
I will call out, Mr. Thank you for the assistance, Mr. Deerman.
Please refrain from calling me a deer man. I am not of deer man. My name is Viridian. You told me it only happens twice. This is your 4th time.
Sorry, a couple bug bites here and there. The poison was getting to my head. Viridian, I'll remember that, and I'll turn to my cannon and be like, write that down, and then just put it back.
I'm gonna go up to Yiga with like a healer's kit and be like, "You need some patching up?"
Sure. Thanks. Cheated.
You get 8 plus your maximum hit die.
Yeah, how much?
You get 8 plus your maximum hit die.
Damn.
Okay, so these things are too big to be subtle about. You guys are just gonna see Joko like slowly inching termites into his chest, and they'll disappear.
Yeah, we'll be generally disturbed by that.
That's weird.
How about you?
Care to explain? Like, where'd you put all those?
I sent them away.
Guys, I found an entryway.
Wait, what do you mean sent them away?
Well, they are not here anymore, no?
Well,
on we go. He'll like try and move the conversation along.
Let me drop these.
Do you need some help?
I'm
Good for
assuming you're not staying in hybrid.
Murder.
I'm assuming you're not staying in hybrid.
Yeah, no, I guess not.
Alright. You guys will all feel a thrill of fear running through you as you see the Lion Man. I think it's the first time in a while.
I'll get you next time.
They,
bugs. Took a bit out of me.
they
not
said
gonna
that
lie.
I was creepy, but you are quite frightful, my friend. You stay
Viridian.
over there. I think I am allergic to cat hair or something.
Nah, it's fear. Don't worry about it. I won't worry about your bugs. Don't worry about my cat.
Since we're out of combat, I'm actually going to, before we, I guess, keep going, you'll see me tinker around with my cannon a little bit, and I'll be like, everybody, step over here real quick. And I'm going to use my very rarely used temp HP cannon to give everybody a little bit of temp HP.
Nice.
Where did it go?
What exactly is this temp HP, like flavor-wise?
It's just it's a local salve that I put into some little projectiles that'll, it might not look the best, but it'll protect you a little bit.
Isn't healing
Something
word
we use
just
like-
normal healing?
It's not healing word. That's not what I'm. 1 second.
Oh shoot!
We
We got back to bombs going on over here, bro.
Yes, indeed. So it might look a little slimy, but it'll help you feel a little bit better. So
I love the idea that you invented back to.
yeah. So first one will go to Borne, then we'll do Murdoch, and then Joko's behind him. I'm just doing this in order of proximity.
Yeah, let's just take the 10, bro. We don't gotta roll it a fuck ton of time.
Well, it's a one-shot deal. So
We'll just take the 10. Just take the 10. I will say while you guys are all throwing that on your sheet, if anybody wants to take a rest in year, you can't. Unless I think the only one that would be able to is Bang. And technically Joko, but nah, not Joko. Yeah, you can't.
Wait, why can Bang and Joko can't?
Bang has an item that lets him breathe in any environment. Joko doesn't need to breathe, but because of the high heat, I would say you wouldn't feel comfortable enough to take a rest.
Fair.
Viridian will ask if you need first aid, Murdoch. A D4. I mean, no, it's not a D4. It's a D6, I think it was.
Take the D4.
Are you all doing all right? Can you continue on, or do we need to head back?
You take 5 plus your maximum hit dodge.
So
That's
that's
the game.
8, so that's 13. 44.
All right, W heals. Yeah, as you guys all squeeze through the little hole in this second ring, Viridian, you would realize that you're still in the inner bark section. It's going to be a little bit further to the cambium. But you guys will all kind of put together as you're squeezing through the hole and taking a look around that pretty much all the termites have been cleared out in a pretty big radius. Seems like your first fight was enough to call most of them in. Until you press forward a little bit more, you're not really going to encounter any.
Damn, it's hot.
It is very hot, but it's also quite beautiful here.
You gonna start unbuckling that shirt?
It is hard to
God
notice
damn.
the beauty with the he like wrinkle around his own skin and like pull it out and like I cannot stand this heat.
Yeah, I'm from the North Blue. I'm not built for this.
Well, this actually isn't too bad, man.
Ain't too bad.
Yeah.
I know. It ain't that bad. Bunch of wolves.
Walking around active
Staying in
lava
front of the
pocket.
board for a while, and it kind of feels like this.
What?
Really? It's damn hot. I'm drinking as much as I can.
Joko will call
damn
over to
hot.
Yiga. So how many did you manage to get? I was tracking myself. I managed 7 of those little bugs.
I got 9.
All done. Beaten by the countdown.
I got 0.
Wait, who did get the highest? Was it Murdoch?
Yep.
You can take an inspiration. Okay, I will say as you guys are moving like deeper and deeper into the tree, you'll see that those holes in the walls and the ground and the wood all over are becoming increasingly frequent. It seems like the termites have made good work of like more and more of the tree as you're moving in. So without any trouble, you'll be able to find some holes that you guys can squeeze through, and you will be able to continue on further and further into the tree. In fact, there's really nothing left on this map here, so I'm gonna just move you guys. Take a look at it. This is the last time you'll probably ever see it.
Don't leave
It's
it
gone.
illegal.
Jesus, in 5
Oh, wait.
months. Hey, guys.
There was something on that. Wait, can you go back for 5 seconds? Wait, what is that? Oh, I thought that was a character token. I thought I saw Panda Man. I was hallucinating. Never mind.
Okay, you will continue pressing on. This is like a couple hours of trekking through just pretty much the same terrain that you saw before. These riddled cells that are decaying and burning up. The pungent sulfurous smell of volcanic air will continue to suffocate the people that need to breathe. And there will be just a permeating, kind of just ramping up sense of heat washing over you guys. You'll kind of there'll be this like constant smell of burning wood, firewood. But yeah, you guys can drop your tokens in the bottom right corner. As you continue pressing on, you'll start to see some what's the word? Like a kind of viscous gel-like substance. Viridian, you would recognize it as sap, secreted by the tree to ward off invaders and predators, most likely the termites. As you kind of make your way, you'll realize that you guys are getting closer to the cambium, where the new parts of the tree are generated and made. And it seems to be here where there is a constant, almost intoxicating amount of sap production. You'll see the walls are lined with this yellowy gel substance, and there's little nodes all throughout this region that are just pumping out pieces of sap everywhere. There's like this sickly scent of honey in the air, and not a single termite in sight in this region.
Could I take like a sample? I want to see if this is also what's being used to like moisturize those roots we saw earlier to the roots that we saw earlier that were being moisturized to fight off against the lava.
Yeah, you can give me a investigation, survival, medicine check to study these things. Anyone that wants to can.
Medicine, survival, or what?
Investigation.
Yeah, I'll investigate it.
You won't, because I'm pretty sure Murdoch has no botanical knowledge.
Anybody want to use any things here and help anyone? All that shit. Going once, going twice. All right. With an 11, bang boom. You're kind of checking to see if it has any properties that could be used in weapons or shipbuilding, things like that. You'll feel that there's nothing really of value in these things. Borne, I'm assuming you're checking to see if these things are edible. And with a 5, you will conclude that they are not. Joko, with a 10, what would your character look?
He's trying to investigate if they might be explosive as well as flammable, because he knows sap is flammable. But depending on how much how potent this stuff is, that could be bad for him.
I would say with a 10, you would come to the conclusion that this is special in that it's not flammable. Or maybe you don't know what you're doing. Who knows? Yiga, what would you be looking for?
Will this get him intoxicated?
Yeah, probably. With a 25 Viridian, you will come to the conclusion that this sap seems to have a couple special properties. You do make the connection. It is probably what's being used to pump moisture out on the roots, and at the same time, it's being used to ward off termites. It seems to be pretty special and a sign of rapid evolution and adaptation.
Could I take a flash of that?
Yeah, there's enough. I'll say you can fill up like a. Do you have like what test tubes? I guess. So you have like 10 milliliters of sap.
All right.
I was gonna try to take some because even though I couldn't tell what it was, I was gonna show it to what's her name back at the town.
Yeah, you can also grab a 10 milliliter thing, 10 milliliters of treasure tree sap.
You think this is worth grabbing, Viridian?
Yes, this could be the key to saving this tree.
I don't know. It just seemed like sticky syrup to me. But you are the doctor. You know what you're doing with the plant.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll try and grab some as well.
All right, you can also grab 10 milliliters. You do. Well, I'm not going to say it's correct or incorrect. I'm just saying that's the conclusion that your character comes to. You know what I'm saying? Yiga, you're eating this?
If I can, is it not too hot?
Nah, it's not too hot.
All right, I'll take a little bit, just like like 3 fingertips type shit. Just like scoop it.
All right,
Bro,
you take a quick
Winnie
bite.
the Pooh style.
It tastes like expired honey. I don't think honey actually expires. If honey could expire, it would be like expired honey.
So bad? Or
Very,
like
very bad. Very, very bad.
I'm gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna put it in my gourd. Switch it around.
Really gonna grab his face, open his eyelids, and be like, "How are you feeling right now?"
I'm feeling fine. Kind of thirsty.
Be like, open your mouth, say ah. Try to look inside his mouth. Would I notice any effects?
Say it again.
My Viridian is trying to see if Yiga is going through anything from tasting that.
Well, I guess the first thing you notice is that one of his eyes is made of glass, which is, I guess, it would probably jump out to you. But the other one, the pupils are a little bit dilated, and he looks a little loopy, but you're not sure if that's just from him getting knocked around or eating the sap. But regardless, you would come to the conclusion that he didn't really eat enough for it to be a major threat in any way.
Do I have spots now? Am I spotted?
Damn it. You'll be like, listen.
Huh.
You didn't eat enough.
What?
You didn't eat enough of the substance, you know.
It was kind of gross, but I think if I put it in my gourd, it might taste better. You said I didn't use enough?
Yeah,
I'll take like
I cook with this stuff.
I mean, I don't blame you. I don't think this stuff is really good for you, but for alchemists, somebody doorbell. Nigga, somebody.
For who?
For what are you again?
Viridian. Do you struggle with my name?
Listen, I'm just taking a handful. I'm gonna put it in the gourd.
Oh, God.
He'll look to Joko and be like, we need to keep an eye on this one.
Is there like a open heat source around? Like somewhere?
I like to say,
below the grid, or not the, I guess the cell lattice, you can see like pockets of magma and lava bursting through veins in the wood.
I'll like hang my gourd over it, like I'm fishing almost. I'll just I'll shuffle off to the side so people can get by, but that's what. I'm brewing my shit. Basically, what I'm saying.
All right, give me do you have brew supplies on?
Oh, I'll help him. I have brew supplies too. I'll help him.
Okay, you can make a brew supplies check. I'll say wisdom is the modifier.
Bet.
All right, you put out some supplies and you actually start mixing things together properly, heating stuff up. You get the feeling that you made some spiced wine. I'll say I don't know. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. We'll figure out what it does later.
This shit's spice jungle juice, bruh. This shit is everything.
While Yiga is doing this, what's his name? Will grab a marker and start drawing on his face, and he will put down the letter S and the number 01.
What is that?
Forehead.
What?
You've done well, Joe.
All right. Well, you didn't answer my question.
What do you mean? What did you say?
Why'd you draw on my face?
You'll see his body tingle. He'll lift his arms up in excitement and be like, "Because I'm on to something amazing!"
You gonna laugh. Okay.
I might wipe that off my face. I don't know. He seems a little bit too excited.
No, you're pretty all right, Breed.
All right. I haven't had this much excitement since I left the Mushroom Kingdom.
What the hell is it? Kingdom of Mushrooms?
Sounds delicious.
All right, you guys are just keep moving.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
I'll be looking ahead to see if places actively are on fire or have lava in the path, and I'll try and navigate around that. I don't know if I need to do a check or anything for that.
Nah, you're good. But the heat will be pretty overwhelming. I will say, as you guys get near the end of the little room, you'll realize it's a lot shorter than the inner park region that you're traveling through. What's his face? Viridian, you would recognize that past this is the sap wood, where the tree's nutrients are distributed all throughout its body. You're not quite sure what it means with the volcanic environment. But I will say, as you guys get near the end, you'll start to see the wood will adopt this kind of grayish color, and there'll be like streaks of multicolored light. Not light, but like multicolored streaks in the wood. Imagine like those chemtrails from like oil slick runoffs. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like yeah. Imagine that like imprinted on the wood. Yeah, you guys can. Anyone that wants to is curious can make a survival or investigation check.
As we get closer,
Very curious.
What did you say we're getting closer to, guys?
The Stafford, Sapwood.
What's that?
As we get closer to that, we're going to begin a run in place in excitement.
Okay. The 17s and the 26s, you guys will realize that this is petrified wood. This is wood that's had all the moisture burnt out of it to the point where it has lost any organic matter. and not only that, but it's had various minerals from sulfur and the volcanic residue kind of just incorporate itself into the wood. It's not even enough to call it wood now. This is basically, it has the properties of stone. With a 26, or the 226s, Bang De Boom would realize that this is, it has to be very resilient material. Petrified wood is already stronger than most kinds of wood, and Treasure Tree petrified wood is likely enough to withstand incredibly powerful and potent attacks. But it definitely won't be enough to float in the water. It is impossible to make a ship out of this.
Okay,
Viridian, hold up real quick. Viridian will come to the conclusion that I don't really know. You would realize that this part of the tree can't really be saved. There's nothing left life-wise in this anymore. It's just it's something completely different. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna try to get some pieces off more with the idea of using it like in some sort of weapon making rather than like shipbuilding. But I've got my.
Do you have anything you think could work here? This is basically the equivalent of mining, which is pretty funny.
I mean, I've got a strong hammer and I've got a hand axe, I think, somewhere.
All right, so you're basically just trying to chip away pieces of wood. It's going to take a while, you'll realize, but if you spend like an hour or two, you might be able to gather a decent amount.
What do I need to roll? Because I have proficiency in wood carver's tools and carpenter's tools.
You could use those. I guess that would work. But yeah, it depends on how many hours you want to spend. But if you spend at least an hour, I would say it's a DC 20. It's a DC 25 survival check or DC 20 with wood carver's tools using intelligence. Or I guess you always use intelligence.
Yeah. I'll probably spend at least an hour. Yeah, I'll probably spend an hour trying to get them out. You said carpenter's tools.
Wood carvers.
Let's see.
Wood carvers tools, not carpenters.
Oh, wood carvers.
If anyone wants to help him over the course of this hour, are you guys going to stick around, or are you going to keep pushing?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So you'll start to extract some of this petrified wood, and I would say with a 27 in an hour, you will be able to gather a lot. Say, give me a 1d20.
Okay.
All right, you'll be able to have 30 pounds of petrified wood.
Okay.
You have a bag, right? A bag of holding, because this one fit in your.
Yeah.
All right, you stuff it into your bag the same way that Joko was stuffing shit into his chest. And the rest of you guys, if you're sticking around, you'll see that as you're moving forward, the path is kind of splitting off a little bit. There's now like a bunch of tunnels riddling the surroundings. Most of them are small, about the size of like a single termite that's squeezing through. So it'll be difficult for any of you to squeeze through them. But there are two larger tunnels, one that heads deeper into the tree, and one that kind of heads off at a slant from where you guys are at. The one that is going deeper, if you just a cursory glance, you will feel like an intense amount of heat coming from the tunnel. And the one heading outside, you will feel this wind rushing through that makes you think that it could possibly go all the way up to the outside of the tree. And then I will also ask for a perception check as you guys are wandering around. I'll say everyone except Bang and Borne would do this because they would be busy.
Perception.
The higher you get, the better.
Can I use my passive?
16?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to use my passive as well, which is also a 16.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, with a 14 and a 16 and an 18, I guess that's pretty much the same thing. You guys would hear like this faint rattling sound. kind of just echoing through the tunnel. That's all I will say.
Which tunnel? The one to the light?
The one that goes to the outside.
Okay. Well, faint rattling. Like, is it like a metallic rattling? Is it like Legos rattling? Is it like Jenga blocks rattling? What kind of rattling are we talking about here?
What? Jenga blocks rattling?
Like wood block.
Metal on metal, wood on wood, plastic on plastic.
I guess I'll do
Plastic on wood.
wood rattling. Yeah.
Something
Okay,
like
so
wood, right?
the tree itself, or something stepping on the tree.
What could that be? Well,
Viridian, which direction do we need to go to find the shipwood?
That is what I am trying to figure out. Viridian will begin to sniff. Could that help him? In figuring out which direction he needs to go to.
You don't need to figure it out. You would realize that the heartwood would be deeper inside the tree. But I would say give me a survival check.
All right.
Let's say DC 15.
I'll use one of my inspirations.
Okay, with a 20, you would realize that the inside of the tree will hold the heartwood that forms the lumber of the atom wood that Joko is looking for. But the outside may possibly have some seeds that would, birth a new tree.
So Viridian will turn and be like, so, to save the tree, we're going to have to go deeper. But to get those seeds, that's also where you can get your atom wood, Joko. To get those seeds that you want to plant for who knows where, we may have to go outside at some point. Seems like there might be seeds in that direction. Personally, I think they should stick as a group and not split off one another.
I mean, it would divvy up the time.
Yeah, but who knows about what other dangers, lurk deeper within this. These holes. It's not coming from nothing.
I guess you are right.
They say great men, they have to make difficult choices. I would love to save these people's island and try and help the tree. But we do not even know if we can heal the tree. And we have made our best effort by journeying here. But I think that we should prioritize finding these seeds. New life, no? Rather than preserve the old, we create the new.
You see, their eyes are with excitement. And be like, but that's what makes this so spectacular. Saving the old. With what I create, if it's able to, if it's able to make this atom wood withstand a volcanic eruption, imagine what its seeds will be capable of.
That all sounds good to me. I can't. Look, I feel like we should be quick about it. It's real hot, getting stuffy.
So, do you think we should go outside for these seeds? Or are you committed to getting your atom wood?
Oh, I need that wood. Which way?
Well, that will be deeper.
You can probably get atom wood from the outside of the tree, right?
Yeah. Would I know the answer to that, Kev?
You guys will both know. If you want strong atom wood lumber, you got to go to the heart of the tree, the heartwood.
The tree is where you can get the best.
Oh yeah, that's true, but I don't know. They got Bernovsky's building their ship. I didn't think they were that concerned with the best.
What?
You're gonna change your mind when you meet Vasily.
Let's get this one.
Vasily isn't really a shipwright.
He doesn't need to know that.
Yeah, Ray won't be. Can go.
Who's this? Who is this? But I'll go with
I had
you
this
guys.
third sense. Yo, pull out that din. I'll tell you, sure you could. Yeah.
Motherfucker said third sense. What the fuck is a third?
He only has two.
You only got two on the regular.
Alright, bro. Alright. Listen, bro. Alright, I'm calling the shipbuilders.
With what?
My din.
Oh, why would you do that? All right, bet. You dial. Give me a D100. Ooh, nice. All right. There'll be a couple rings, and then with a good chat we'll hear on the other end. Yeah, hello. Who is this?
Schmidt, are you scamming us?
Oh shit, you're still alive, man. I thought you died. Yo, what happened with you went back to Kano, you blew that shit up? What's going on? I saw in the paper.
Yeah, no. Answer my question.
Am I scamming you? Fuck no, I'm not scamming you. I'm been working day and night on this ship.
Right, you remember what I paid extra for, right?
Yeah. Big, very big. That's what we're doing.
And I'm at Elat for what?
For the Adam wood, yeah. Did you find any? Did you make it there?
We're in a fucking tree, bro.
We're in some right now.
Oh, you don't want to be inside. You want to get it outside, man.
Oh, here you go.
Right. These are the experts. These are the experts that you have.
They do seem quite foolish. Maybe you should listen to here.
Bastard.
Hey man, I just mention these things for your own personal safety. You know, ship safety is very important and commonly overlooked.
God damn it.
Exactly.
Just.
But I'll pat him on the shoulder. It's like, don't worry about it. Maybe I can check the ship out for you and make sure you're good to go.
Yeah. Yo, let's get to this fucking wood.
You going inside?
Yeah,
man.
That's how you buy iPhones?
All
you buy them before and then get them inspected? You are quite an interesting person.
Oh, trust me. It's gonna get inspected, alright. He's gonna get inspected.
Okay.
Inspected
you guys head to the inner path, and you will see that the tree will lose most of its brown color. You'll see more and more of this motley gray with streaks of these effervescent chemicals being mixed in. There's more and more petrified wood, more and more dead wood. You're kind of walking through like a little dead zone right now. And after a good amount of walking, couple dozen minutes, you guys will arrive in like a more open area. Viridian, you would recognize this as the what's it called? The sapwood, the phloem, where the nutrients for the tree is spread throughout. And you guys will see these tall, cascading or like winding columns that you assume to be basically like the capillaries, the veins where nutrients are moved through the tree. There's a pale orange glow from a light near the upside of the thing. But you guys can drop your tokens in the bottom right corner. When I was first making this map, it was a whole lot more pink. And I kind of took a step back and looked at it, and I was like, hold on. I probably shouldn't make it this pink.
Crazy.
So I just switch up the color.
Bullet dodge.
Favor.
Damn straight.
I would have got a strike on YouTube.
Okay, where are we landing, bro? I'm so confused about what I'm even looking at.
You guys are these column things. They go straight up.
It's typically not this crooked.
But yeah, you guys would see these long winding columns that are. They seem to mostly be petrified. Viridian, you struggle to wonder, or you wonder how any type of nutrients are being delivered anywhere through this place. But there'll be like a little bit of an open area, and you guys will all see like a big ass fissure, a big divot in the ground or in the wood that just goes straight down. You can't really tell how deep it is, but on the outskirts of it, you'll see these tiny pellets about the size of like 6-7 inches long. These tiny little sacks, pellets. They look like eggs. For what you guys can probably put together.
All right. Could I get a sample of the nutrients the veins is producing or whatever?
You would have to tap into the columns, which is going to take a lot to pierce through them.
Guys, I think we should probably burn these little guys over here.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Damn bug out. Yo, I'm with this fucking game.
While they do that, I'm gonna work on the piercing the column, whatever.
Alright, do you have woodcarver's tools?
Carver tools? No. Oh my god.
DC 25.
Murdoch's gonna light up a smoke and then with his tinderbox start burning them one by one. Because he's just chilling.
Yo, you do it.
This is gonna take a while, guys.
No, I'm gonna take some alcohol in my mouth. No, I'm gonna catch right when he spark one of them bitches.
Oh yeah, basket shot.
Yo. Stop. Please.
Hey, I'm just calling out. I see it, man.
We
25.
talked about this, bro.
You're right.
I'm gonna just tell my cannon to kind of go around and start blasting some fire instead of acid this time. Or actually, no, we'll stick with the acid, I guess. And just like, one of those little automatic robot vacuums, I'm just gonna have to go around like that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just having blades like kind of spiral around me, slashing these bitches as I walk around.
Oh, was that from Wild? Damn, what happened to not using any mindset abilities? Alright, bet. With the sword circle and the vacuum and the ball of fire and the cigarettes, the matchbox, you guys are one by one systematically destroying all these little things. But there is an open hole right next to them. And you're not quite sure how far the hole travels or what is inside. I'm gonna need a stealth check from everyone that is doing one of these activities. Consider this a group check, so if you guys get more successes than failures, it is considered a success.
What's the DC?
18.
All right, I used my other inspiration to get the 25, and I gained one because that was my last inspiration.
I'm gonna use the inspiration. I gotta save the inspiration though, bruh.
Nah, for that.
That's how you stealth.
Yo, y'all got it.
Okay. With a stealth roll, not a survival. With a 25 in survival, you will tap into one of these tree capillary veins, whatever, and you'll start to extract certain things. It is a there basically is basic stuff in terms of like what would normally be found in the ground and what trees usually take up. It's just water filled with all kinds of nutrients. Actually, I don't remember if it's basic stuff. But I guess the key thing that you would come up with here is that this seems to be coming from the soil itself. So these inner veins snake all the way from the bottom of the tree all the way to the very top. And you would put together that the more of them are petrified, the more of them that are destroyed, the more difficult it's going to be for the tree to, fill up. I will also say with the 25, as you're observing, as you're collecting your samples, you'll realize that this little area and the surrounding ones, it's not very structurally stable. You would come to the conclusion that everything that the termites have done to this tree is only expediting the process of making it, more and more. It's basically increasing the rate of decay and destruction of this tree. Okay, yeah, that's everything. Okay, what do we got? 23, 18, 6, 30, and then an 18. I bet. You guys are stepping carefully enough that you feel like this faint rumbling, and you realize that there might be something deeper within this little fissure, this little divot. But you seem to have avoided its attention for now. And as Murdoch kind of just lights up the last little egg, you guys will realize that there is none of them left around here.
Yeah, I would just say it'd probably be good to move on right about now. Quietly. I'll just come grab my cannon, put it back in the bag.
Is this where we get the wood?
No, I don't think so.
It is
No,
not.
I'm gonna destroy these. Whatever the fuck. What are these things? I'm gonna pick one up.
It's an egg. For my egg.
We kind of cleared them all, though.
I'm stepping on all of these things, man.
I'm pretty sure we destroyed all of them.
They're ahead.
No, bet.
All right. You guys will hear there'll be like an updraft coming up from the hole in the center of the room. Very, very hot, very warm. I guess Viridian, with your knowledge of how far these inner veins extend, you would realize that this hole in the ground probably goes all the way down to the ground level, where the roots were, where they were being swallowed by lava. What that entails, you don't know, but I mean, yeah, that's just information for you to have. Otherwise, you guys will see a faint light coming from the top left corner. Heat is emanating, and it seems to be the path to get further and further into the tree. I will say at this point, everyone give me another perception check. Was it DC 17?
Bro.
Put it just above the passive.
Type shit. 13, 16, 24, 12, 24, passive 19. Okay. Borne and Viridian and Joko will kind of all be able to tell that rattling sound will come back. This time it seems to be coming from behind you guys. Obviously not as strong because you've gone a ways into the tree. But you guys will be able to put together that if you were at the same spot before where you heard the rattling, it would be a lot stronger back there. And you also hear it coming from the hole in the ground. The hole in the ground. It seems to be coming up from there, like a faint shuddering, rattling sound echoing throughout this inner chamber.
Headed in our direction.
The sound?
Yeah.
Well, it came from where you guys came from, and it's coming from the ground, so it's kind of just washing all over you guys.
Was that the tree?
I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but we probably shouldn't linger here, It might be good to find an exit.
It sounds like it is moving inside the tree, not the tree itself.
Right, but that could be a problem.
Should I do my termite call?
No.
You keep quiet over there.
What? I'm just asking.
No. He needs to do it. If it's a termite, we should dead it here.
I agree. See?
I strongly disagree, considering that we just killed all the termite babies. I think they would be highly offended.
Well, that all the better.
Kill them here.
We will use its rage against itself.
Right. Hey, I don't know if you guys,
what we are looking for here, and then we can take care of the termites.
Right. I don't know if you guys have short-term memory, but if there's more than we encountered before, then I think we're probably going to have an issue or two.
All right. So what we got to find?
I'm looking for a suitable entrance, which I could probably look around the outside for that anyway, so...
Like I said, if you want to go down, it's pretty easy. But if you want to continue going deeper into the tree, there is a There's light coming from a tunnel in the back corner. Excuse me.
Yeah, Viridian's going up there and be like, all right. I'm telling you guys, we should face that termite. Yeah, we shouldn't wait.
Where's the best wood?
We can exterminate the termites on the way out of here, but I do not want them eating all of my good wood before I get there.
Okay, well, I guess I'll tag along. It's not even that hot in here yet, so.
The wood? Where the...
This way. Oh my god, man.
Hey, Drunky, it is this direction.
Intelligence?
I didn't hear that. What?
I would like to use my flavor dial.
All right. Was that? It just releases a sign.
Yes.
Or can't you capture essentially?
Also, yes.
All right, you gotta. What are you fucking doing with it?
I'm going to be using it to capture the scent of the area around us.
All right, nice. There is this the scent of burning wood, just like crackling firewood. I guess yeah, and then there's like a faint mix of rotten eggs, I guess, from the sulfurous air. Yeah. I guess that would be it. That would be pretty much it. All right, you guys are going to continue marching through. And again, the heat is picking up. There is just more and more of just waves of heat washing all over you guys. At this point, I'm gonna ask for a con save from everyone. I'm gonna say DC 15. This is to resist the effects of exhaustion. If you have resistance to fire damage, you have advantage on the saving throw.
Okay.
Wait, how much has it been?
I'm sorry?
How many hours has passed?
Since you got to the outside of the tree,
No.
like
Since our fight.
since the fight, around 2 or 3. We'll say 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, I got a 23.
Hell yeah. DC 15.
Let me use my inspiration to reroll that.
All right.
Let me see. Do I have anything for this? Oh, I have double saves. Sick.
Hell yeah.
Alright, let me roll that again. I still don't think I'm gonna pass it. Let's go! I took it at disadvantage because of the fire vulnerability. I thought it just made sense.
Mm-hmm. Good shit. I think we got everyone except Yiga. Oh no, Yiga's there. Murdoch.
Yeah, I'm away from my PC right now.
Okay.
So what happens there is like Joko's like over here panting like a dog on a 110-degree day, just like kind of fading, woozing in and out. And then he gets kind of like all snapped rigid as a voice goes through his head. It's like, yo, come back into it. What are you doing, dumb fuck?
Alright, Murdoch, that is an 8. You do have inspirations.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one.
Alright. Puts you down to 3 inspirations. Another 8. Sorry.
Yeah, run another inspiration.
Of course. Oh my god. Alright, 2. And then 1 more. You get strong will out of this.
What's the DC?
Wait, was it 18 or 15? It was
15.
18. Oh, 15, yeah. 15. So yeah, just consume a strong will and you'll pass it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, bet.
So my one strong will, 2 inspiration.
One way or another, you guys will all be able to withstand it, and you will continue marching forward. This is the longest haul yet. Multiple hours of marching through sweltering heat. You start hallucinating with the heat. You guys hear voices of friends, enemies, maybe. The people around you, their faces shift and morph. It's a grueling hike. You're working through these tunnels. You'll see markings left by termites. You'll see droppings, an occasional egg here and there. And again, just these riddled passages making their way through the tree. There'll be points where the petrified wood will become actual wood again, and it'll receive that, it'll return with that brown color. But then you'll also be working through dead zones as you're just going deeper and deeper inside. And then finally, there's this roaring heat as you guys finally reach the inner layer, the heartwood, the pith of the tree, the core. This is where the legendary atom wood can be found. And you guys will see with, I guess, mixed reactions that it's not quite what you expected. The inside of the tree, you guys can drop your tokens around here. The inside of the tree has almost been hollowed out. Above, there's a roof, like a ceiling, but it is like magma and fires eating into it. You guys will see termites all over the walls. They're just gnawing at this wood inside. This is probably the highest quality of wood that you've seen yet, but even it is blemished and tarnished at points. The map should be scaled to the actual distance. So if you draw a ruler, you'll see that I think I made it a little bit bigger than what it appears. But there's like these twisted passages carving across and around the wood. But the center of the wood is just a cesspit of lava and magma that is slowly eating up the wood all around it. Yeah. I would say, I guess, yeah, that's what you see.
Viridian, take a deep breath and entering the hot air. This is the most difficult challenge I've faced yet. But I will succeed.
Bridge.
You'll see that these little like gnarled wood bridges all over. The one that you guys are on heads across the thing, and there'll be some faint light on the other end. But there's more down below that could possibly lead to other parts of the tree. I would say at this point, everyone can give me a survival or investigation check to determine what the best course of action is.
Survival or investigation?
Some directives, yeah. Once we get some directives, we'll probably wrap it up. Okay, 16, 12, 25, 9, 19, 23. Okay. Okay, we'll start with the Blottos. Yiga, Murdoch, Borne. Or I guess this includes Joko as well. But your guys' intent to come to this tree was to gather atom wood for your ship. This is the best place to gather it, but with all the stuff going around, you're gonna have to either find a way to tether yourself to the walls and chop off pieces by hand, or with like axes and stuff. It's gonna be very grueling, very difficult, and there's a good chance that you'll get attacked by termites. You guys will come to the conclusion, I guess the ones that succeeded. Like, what do we got? 19? Yeah, a 19. Borne, he would probably be the one that comes to the conclusion. To get a good, proper amount of atom wood, high quality atom wood, you are either going to have to go deeper into the, go down and then try to find an area that isn't as affected by the magma and the lava and the termites and all that. Or you can try your luck by chipping it off by hand up here. And then, yeah, that's what you guys will come to the conclusion of. With a 23 bang boom, you're looking for a way in which the giants might be able to get a ship all the way inside here. You will kind of come to the same conclusion. You realize that this part of the tree, this seems to be the epicenter of the volcano, like almost directly underneath it is where the heart of the volcano is. And with all the damage that the termites have done, with how much has already been done to this tree, in a matter of months, probably, this whole thing will be incinerated from the inside. But based on what you observed from traveling through this tree, you'll realize that those little dead zones of petrified wood are kind of working as like stop gaps to stop the spread of the fire and the lava and all that shit. You'll come to the realization that the petrified wood is kind of exactly what you're looking for. Something that will be able to reinforce these ships enough that they'll be able to travel on this lava. You just need to gather enough to coat the bottoms of the ships with it, kind of like sea stone. Yeah. In terms of where to get that stuff, you would probably, the best bet would probably be in the sapwood area where you guys were at before. And you need a whole lot more than what you initially gathered to be able to get enough to coat a ship. Last but not least, Viridian, with a good heart, you're intent on bringing this tree back to life, and with a sinking feeling, you'll realize that it's just too much. The very inside, the very core of this tree has already been eaten away, and you'll come to the same conclusion as Bang Deep Boom. Within a matter of months, this whole thing is just going to be incinerated, eaten up from the inside. The tree is doing its best to stave off the predators and all the lava on the outside, but on the inside, there's only so much you can do, and it just seems that it's not enough. At this point, your character would probably realize that the best course of action is to figure out a way to harvest the seeds of this thing and go from there. But who knows? Maybe there's some idea that you have that could help with this. But yeah, I will ask, with all that information being thrown at you guys, what are we doing? Not all at once now.
So, how we have to get tethered up?
I imagine like harnesses or grappling hooks. But you probably don't have that on hand.
I got rope.
Yeah, rope might
Yo,
work.
I cut out for 30 seconds. What'd you say?
No, I'm just asking what the next move is.
Hey, could you repeat what you said about me? I didn't hear it. Or about Viridian, I didn't.
Oh, okay. You know what? We're calling the session here. I will tell you guys what you need to know above table, and we will figure out what we're doing before the start of the next session. It was a shorter one, but stop that fucking beeping, bro. It was a shorter one, but hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. We'll be back next Saturday at our regular scheduled time to figure out what's going on here. Thank you guys as always for playing, being engaged, all that good stuff, and thank you to everyone that watched. We'll be back in a week.
Yo, thanks, Kev. Huge dub of a session.
Hell yeah.
All right, so thank you for watching, everyone. As usual, the links to the Eternal Dawn server are in the description of the video. If you want to go there, that's the place to be. If you want to run a session like this, join one if there's any new ones in the future, or if you just like One Piece, there's also the links to a few other similar campaigns that are ongoing. And otherwise, thank you for watching. We will be back soon. See you and bye-bye.